Hello and welcome to Furious Tea Break. Now, as you know, I'm a serial Rover botherer. From the classic Rovers of years gone by, right up to the final dying days of MG Rover. And one of the problems you find with cars like that is it's a dead brand. So support for vehicles of that age is quite tricky. So a place I ring quite a lot and spend a lot of time on their website for is this unassuming warehouse down in Southampton. This is DGMRS, Discount MG Rover Spares. These people are some of the guys who help keep all these cars that we love on the road. Let's have a quick look around. I'm walking around here, just sort of filming stuff, and all the things I keep thinking, oh, that'd be nice, I could do with that. I'm just making a shopping list while I'm filming the thing. So, I've come upstairs, and this is Scott, who is the boss, managing director? Yeah, tea maker.
That'll do, yeah, chief tea maker.
Makes a nice cup of tea. So, you've done amazing stuff here. The company's been going, what, 5 years? Longer than that, no, 10 years.
Oh, well, so when Matt started it, so I bought the company off Matt about 5 years ago.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And Matt started it back in 2013, and he did very, very well with it, and he was running it sort of in almost like an informal manner, but did very, very good. He created a real good name for the business, and then it sort of grew to a point where it needed sort of turning semi sort of professional
So,
in you know, next level sort of.
I suppose as the cars get older and the main sort of mainstream suppliers stop really being bothered with them, someone's got to step in and take over, and this is kind of what you've done.
And we're seeing it more and more now. I mean, sort of like mainstream stuff that you have always been able to get is now getting harder and harder and harder.
Yeah.
So we're sort of having to sort of breach, you know, sort of like plug that gap. So
as well as traditionally, you've been doing really well, sort of finding those stashes of old Rover stock and MG stock. But now you're remanufacturing things as well.
Yeah, there are things that are being remanufactured all the time. I mean, we're just doing ZS180 oil cooler hoses, so they're coming back in. We did ZS180 radiators, condensers, the ZT rear upper arms, which are over the other side. So yeah, we're doing more and more. Yeah, but it's a case of necessity.
Well, yeah, as people need them to keep the cars going.
Yes,
there are things that break that you can't get an MOT, and then the car comes off the road.
Exactly.
So you have to get them.
I mean, the big one at the moment is brake disc back plates rear for Rover 75 because they hold the handbrake assembly.
Yeah.
And that exactly. And they're not currently available, and we know there's cars that have been scrapped because of it.
Yeah, which is such a tragedy almost. A good car going to scrap for some stupid little component.
It's very frustrating because you know, we are trying to get them remanufactured. We have spoken to a few people, and there is something in the pipeline, but it's just not going to be tomorrow
yet.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, looking around here, there's a lot of MG stuff up here. So heater control valves. You got all the bits and bobs.
Sensors, solenoids. That's a boost control solenoids at ZT 1.8 turbo.
Okay, yeah.
For example, so little fella. Oh, me with my packaging again.
Yeah.
So little Pierberg one. There it is.
Oh yeah, nice.
So
again, without that little tiny bit of plastic and gubbins, your car is dead.
Your turbo don't work properly.
Well, your emissions are going to be all over the place.
Exactly, but yeah, sort of like little things, like new old stock sensors that came out of Longbridge, painted ones. That's Goodwood green. You know, all sorts. But again, there's aftermarket stuff. We now try and buy a lot of Lucas stuff from a company called Standard Motor Parts because they're good, and Lucas is still a good brand. We cherry pick from all sorts of places, and we try and have a comprehensive portfolio. Let's put it that way.
So how far do you go back? Is that sort of the Rover 2 at the R8s, or
we dip into R8. I mean, we generally say anything 1995 to 2005.
Okay, so the MG Rover years.
Yeah, late Rover Group to MG Rover. Yeah, because it's sort of the unloved.
Yeah, R3
niche.
600 to 75.
Yes.
ZT.
Yeah,
and something I just did notice a second ago.
Oh, go on.
No, I did note. Downstairs, I saw the BW750 head gaskets.
Yes.
Head gaskets for everything. And this is the thing that people just bang on about all the time with Rovers, isn't it? Head gaskets. Oh,
Yes.
It's a Rover, the head gasket's going to go. And I don't want to live that cliche, but
Well, obviously, it will happen. I mean, you know, the K-Series has a reputation, and it's not unfair. You know,
although there are lots of other cars which suffer as well. Like Ian from Hubnut, he had a Toyota V6. Undrivable.
Yeah. It is a thing, but it's almost like the K series, because it was ours. It was sort of Rover was our sort of signature brand. It was almost like it was an easy target.
It's okay to kick our own
Exactly, but you know, the head gasket issue, it was a problem. But it was made much worse by people that didn't understand A, why it failed, B, why their fixes kept on failing, and all this, that and the other. So this, again, that's something that we try very, very hard to inform people when they're making decisions on head gaskets, on what's likely to be a long-term fix.
Yeah, because you now do the BW750, is like a...
Yeah, we do a cloned version of the Payne BW750 gasket, which is very, very good. I've got one on my 1.8 turbo, and it's been on there since 2016.
I think that's the one on my 200 VI as well. Which
is, and they're very forgiving gasket. MLS gaskets, we predominantly do the Victor Rhines, because Victor Rhines is one that we can get hold of, and B, it's a very nicely made gasket. But it needs very tight tolerances in that engine in order for it to be a lasting repair.
Whereas a 750, this is the Chinese style one, is it? Or?
So the Chinese one was it was called the Payne. It was called Payne N series, but it was an LVB 90025A. And that was basically, it was a multi-layered steel gasket, but it didn't have a head saver shim built in. And it was, again, designed for cylinder liner heights that have a specific protrusion, and very, very, very good block castings and head castings. So that's why that was part of the evolution that became N series and TCI Tekken away from the K series. So, and that's why that was quite a good repair.
But now the 750 is kind of the go-to for...
I love them. I love selling them.
Yeah.
I love selling them. The response on them is always good. I think I've had to warranty 1 or 2 in the last 5 years.
And the volume you've sold of them must be...
Oh, it's huge. We do probably, on average, 7 or 8 kits a week.
Wow. So yeah, they're going out the door pretty quickly.
I mean, it's huge, and they do very well, and I almost never have problems with them.
No.
An MGSV wheel bearing, also Ferrari 550, if I remember rightly.
Whoa.
Same wheel bearing.
And how much does that cost?
£800 plus VAT.
We won't drop that.
Which is dead silly. Yeah, ZS wings, ZR wings. Again, I can't remember where I got those. I just picked them up, a brand new ZS subframe, some door cars, scuttle, TF bits.
You name it.
Yeah, I got some bumpers lying around.
They've actually recently expanded into a second warehouse. This is only one of the warehouses of bits for all the MG Rovers that are around. So lots of boxes, first of all. These don't look very exciting. What's in them?
ZS 180 radiators.
Okay. So
these are a part that we had remanufactured.
Oh, so this is for the V6.
This is the V6 because they were not available.
Will this go into the Rover 445 V6 as well?
It is no. From memory, they've got an oil cooler, gearbox oil cooler on the side. So
that's a nice bit of kit, isn't it?
It's nice, all aluminium.
Yeah.
Really, really nice bit. We've sold quite a lot of these now.
Yeah.
And I've got one in my one and my other one. And yeah, they do well. They do really, really well.
Yeah, again, without this supply, if you're MGs...
if you need a radiator and you can't find a used one...
Your car's off the road.
Yeah, and then got the condensers for ZS 180 as well. So got those, got another bumper up there. Trailing arm brackets, 75 and ZT.
Yep.
Again, I think we're the only ones. Yeah, they rot out. I think we're the only ones with those.
Gosh. Yeah.
Heater matrices, 75. Got a few of those.
Yeah.
Only buy them in 10s. Because again, they're not a huge seller, but if you need a heater matrix,
you need a
heater matrix.
You really need it, yeah.
And they're made by a lovely little company in Birmingham. New old stock power steering pumps.
Oh wow.
ZS 180, and then there's ZT ones. Boot seals, shock absorbers.
God, you name it, it's here.
There's a fair bit of stuff.
Yeah, there really is, isn't there?
Considering what it was not that long ago.
Yeah.
Oh, these are lovely. These are nice.
Oh, I like stuff wrapped in wax paper. It's got a very traditional feel.
That's a Rover. It's L series starter motor.
Oh.
Original Denso.
Look at that with the Land Rover sticker on again.
Yeah.
That's nice.
These are nice. These do quite well. Yeah. It's just nice to sell them.
Yeah. I mean, someone's getting back on the road in there.
Yeah. They're MG6 coolant hoses. These are another one that we have made. ZS 180 power steering pipes.
Oh, okay. They go.
They always rust out on this bracket here.
Okay.
So
it's funny, it's always the same places for these things.
Yeah. And then our lovely, something that we were talking about earlier on, Dark Ice Designs sloppy linkage kits.
Oh, yeah, I need to buy one of those. Don't put that away.
We had a first batch of 250 made, and we sold them all within 4 months, I think.
Wow. There is demand for that.
The demand for that one's huge.
Yeah.
And again, really good feedback on them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, more warning triangles.
Oh yeah, you've got a lot of warning triangles.
Yeah, they were a
It's
job
almost
lot.
like these cars break down or something.
A nice little thing actually, made in Finland of all
is it?
places.
Is
Yeah,
it
by
just a
Hella.
triangle and other stuff, or just a...
Yeah, little box.
Oh, wow.
Oh, and some gardening gloves. Oh god.
Oh, don't bring it.
And there's your warning triangle.
That's really nice.
Yeah, it's just a nice little accessory.
New old stock.
Yeah, new old stock. Yeah, dealer thing, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, and they come with these beautiful gardening gloves.
Really nice. If you like sort of propping period perfect accessories in your car,
Yeah.
that is the ideal thing to...
Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one to have.
I like that, yeah.
What else we got? We've got a lot of aftermarket bits, obviously,
Yeah.
because, you know, some original bits don't exist
They're going to
anymore.
run out, aren't they?
So for things like rolling components, starter motors and alternators, a lot of the original ones just don't exist anymore.
Yeah, they've all been used.
ZT260 and 75 1.8 turbo automatic washer bottles.
Is that a demanded piece?
Yeah. Really? It's a really weird one. So the washer bottle on a ZT75 normally is on the driver's side, on the right hand side, whereas on the V8 and the 1.8 turbo automatic it's on the left hand side.
Okay.
So this weird hole here is where
Yeah.
the cold air pipe comes up through.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And that's why it's shaped like
Do
that.
they crack or something? Or?
So yeah, I mean they can crack. Sometimes they crack around here, but it's usually because it's right at the front of the car. So if you have a light tap,
Oh, yeah, mine
little
bump
prang
and
or whatever else,
yeah.
this is usually what takes the brunt of it.
Ah, makes sense, yeah.
What else we got? Oils and
Yeah.
bits and pieces, clutch stuff,
Yeah, stuff that wears out.
stuff that wears out.
Coil springs, yeah.
Yeah, some
Do they
springs.
break a lot? Because currently you hear a lot about modern coil springs breaking quite easily.
Yeah, so 75 and ZT in particular, 75 more so, and a lot of the time it's the diesels,
Okay.
because the diesels are the heaviest,
Yeah.
and they seem to go through springs for fun. So we got a few suppliers for springs. Another little accessory.
Oh, copper
spray, yeah.
That's a good idea.
We got lithium grease as well, and all sorts of little things like
All the
that.
stuff you need putting the stuff together.
Yeah, we do Hylamar and stuff.
Yeah.
Dark Eyes, really, really, really good kits.
Oh, yeah.
Shed is clutch hydraulics.
Oh, okay.
Love selling these.
What's that for?
So these are this is a diesel specific, but this is a ZSM45, so it replaces the original plastic hydraulics.
Oh, okay, yeah, with all nice new metal parts that...
yeah,
brilliant.
love this kit. You know,
That's a nice upgrade.
yeah, I've had one. Well, that car out there's got one, and it's been on there for 9 years. Great thing.
Probably not going to break too soon then.
I would hope not. But yeah, so we've got a couple of little random bits over there.
Yeah.
Calipers.
Loads of calipers.
There's ZS180 and ZR160, but right hand. I'm still trying to find the left because they're out there somewhere. They're just waiting to be found.
These are old stock ones again.
These are new old stock, but they're all
Yeah.
right hands, yeah.
Yeah.
So, because these technically aren't available new, but there is a Honda caliper that sort of technically is
kind
applicable.
of the same.
But yeah, so these are new old stock ones, which I've managed to get, but I'm just waiting to find all the lefts that are out there waiting to be found. And there's the oil cooler that I will fit to my car eventually. So there was about 30 pallets of stuff that we bought in from China. So a lot of that was new old stock stuff and stuff that's been remade, and Seik MG bits and what. However, all of these boxes here are door cards.
Oh, wow, okay.
So these are door cards that we've picked up.
For all the same model or for a bit of
No,
everything?
just random. I don't know what that one is. That's a Rover 200 or 25 with...
Oh, it's an impression, isn't it, with that pattern?
Maybe. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not very good at me 25.
75 near side rear grey. So where's the fronts that go? So you've got a near side rear.
Yeah, near side rear blue. What's that? Don't even know what that one is.
This is just such a brilliant Aladdin's cave of just stuff.
What's that? That is a front
front dark
ZS.
grey. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. ZS front.
Oh, wow.
But it's left-hand drive because it's got the little...
Oh, yeah, yeah.
There you go.
Oh, that's specific, isn't it?
But the good thing is as well, because I hate the fact that the window mechs on a ZS make no sense. On the driver's side you got it there on your right hand side, but the passenger one's down there.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
Crazy, isn't it? Yeah.
So, if you wanted to convert your car to have a proper one over the other side, that's your door card to do it.
That would be yeah, that's a great idea.
I'm all, yeah.
All
Enterprising.
the modifications.
Yeah.
There's a SV.
Oh, yes,
4.6 V8 just there.
Yeah.
32 valve. Ooh, that's a bit swank.
Yes. So it is brand new, despite the look of it.
Just been a while.
Yeah, it's built in 1999. So that's the engine that's going to go in RSV.
Yes, that's going to be quite exciting.
Yeah, I'm quite looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Again, I've always wanted an SV, and most people just go and buy them, but I decided to go and build one.
That's the simple option. Ah, this is the 75
rear upper arms, yeah.
Is that a two-hand?
That's all right, yeah, a little bit heavy.
Well, hard for a left hand. Yeah, so these rot out quite badly.
Yes.
So these ones, you say they're powder coated, but coated inside as well.
Yeah, they're coated on the inside as well to try and help stop them rotting out from the inside, because a lot of the time they rot out in the pan. And then the water drains into the inner section of the pan and it just rots it out from the inside.
Yeah. They've got bigger drain holes as well in them.
They've got slightly bigger drain holes, yeah, there. And we repositioned, oh no, BCU. And we repositioned those slightly to try and make them a little bit better. But again, nice solid thing.
Yeah, that's really nice.
And we've sold, good God, how many of these now? That's 1700?
What, it's hundreds? What?
1,600-ish.
Yeah.
This is the third batch.
Gosh.
So
clearly in demand.
Yes.
How much do these go for now?
Oh God, I think we sell them for about 90 a side.
Oh, okay, not too bad.
No, it's not too bad.
180 quid for the pair.
Yeah, and I got a 5-year warranty on them.
Oh wow, okay, yeah, that's really good.
So,
and this is an interesting thing. This is ZS.
Yes.
ZS, the toe panel, or toe, we call it toe pan of the.
So this is So we worked with the Rover 200 and 400 Owners Club with this project. And these are the front jacking point assemblies for a ZS M45 and 400 and Honda Civic. And they always rot out.
Yeah.
So it took a while to do it, but we did it, and we got a fantastic guy who professionally makes panels, and between us and the 200 400 Owners Club, we had them remanufactured. So
So now if you've got a rotten corner in your 200, 400, what's it, 400 and...
445 and ZS.
This is the later model 400.
The HHR, yeah.
Yeah.
So oh God, how many of those? We've sold about 50 of those now. Okay. 50 individual panels.
Yeah, yeah.
So there's quite a lot of cars that have been saved.
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
Which is nice, but...
Not a big bit of metal, but a difficult thing. If you've not got that, your car is stuffed.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, though, the reason why we had those made is because it's quite a complex shape.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people that will go to their MOT and they'd say, oh, it's failed in the MOT. And if they do decide to get it fixed, then somebody's going to fabricate a panel and it might not look great, or if it does look great, they've spent a long time fabricating
it's
it.
expensive.
And it'll be an expensive thing. Don't get me wrong, they're not the cheapest thing in the world, but it would save you time and effort and money.
Yeah.
Further down the line.
Just have that thing. It's a thick bit of steel as well, isn't it?
They're thick.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2mm thick, whereas the originals were 1.6.
Okay, so you are going to be hanging the weight of the car on that quite happily.
Yeah, quite happily. Yeah. L-series downpipes, turbos.
Oh yeah. Looks heavy.
So that's technically an MG6 turbo, but it's more or less the same as a ZT 1.8 turbo.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So GT2052 LS. I think there's an L-series one back there somewhere as well. Somewhere
around there.
Yeah.
Stock air filters and...
those are actually cam belts, but we need to fully assess how good they are still, because they have been stored properly, but
you want to know, don't you?
Fuel filler caps.
Nice.
Ooh, steering racks for TF.
Yeah.
Nuts and bolts everywhere.
Yeah.
Up there are some wheels.
Oh yeah. Any idea what kind?
Streetwise.
Oh, look at that. That is just minty fresh. I love the sparkle on that as well. That's nice. Streetwise alloy, fresh in the box.
Yep.
That's pretty.
Got 5 of those.
Okay.
Full car set there if somebody wants them.
If anyone's got a Streetwise and they really want their Streetwise to look brand new, that's the thing.
Yep. That's the one to do it with. But
yeah. Oh, got steering racks.
Load of steering racks.
Got ABS?
ABS pumps, yeah. All brand new. Got the Dark Eyes design strut braces up the top.
Oh yeah, so we need a bit of performance upgrade to the car.
Yeah.
So that's 200s, 400s.
Yeah, so R3 and the combination of the R3 and the HHR also fit most R8s, apart from early ones, which I think from memory one of the cylinders is in the wrong place, but I can't remember which. But yeah.
How much are they now?
There you go. You can fit them to early ones with difficulty, apparently.
Okay. Yeah.
They range from between 65 and 85, I think, from memory.
Okay, not too bad.
There or thereabouts.
Yeah, not bad at all.
So the ZS fronts, because of the bends, they're a little bit more of a bit of a nightmare to manufacture, whereas the rear ones are essentially just straight with a couple of brackets on the end. Yeah. Got radiators, brakes, lots of brakes.
Oh, so this is all the stuff you need basically to keep your car from a dead manufacturer on the road.
Friction plates, clutch bits.
And so there's a 75 clutch plates. I love
the
Rover boxes. These
got loads of those.
They're great, aren't they?
Got loads of those. Yeah, these are. Well, actually, these are up here. But yeah, these are pressure plates for. That's a really nasty looking one, but it is new.
Yeah.
Let's find a cleaner one. There we go.
This is a pressure plate for what? 75?
That is it's a 1.8 turbo or V6 75 or ZT.
Cool. Wow.
Original AP, made in England.
Nice.
Nice bit of kit.
Yeah.
Nice bit of kit. So I've got a box of those. BCUs.
Oh, yeah. For 75 again?
No, these are the Pectron BCUs for the infamous Pectron BCUs for late 25, 45, ZR, ZS Streetwise, and MGSV. The SV has got one of those.
Wow. Okay, so it's got Ferrari brake, Ferrari wheel cylinders.
Yeah, Ferrari wheel bearings, Mustang engine,
Pectron alarm.
Pectron alarm system, Maserati bits, Fiat bits.
A proper bitzer.
It's a proper hodgepodge of a car, but I love it. I've always wanted one, and I still, you know, going through all of the rigmarole of getting bits for it. I mean, you know,
these are the lovely shock.
The shocks and sprit, the coilovers for the SV. You know, it's a real hodgepodge of a car, but it just, you know, it sort of adds to the character of it rather than detracting away from it.
But my favourite thing about this entire place is there are bits of SV absolutely everywhere. In the tea room, you open the cupboard thinking you find tea bags, but you don't. You find the
suspension arms. I'm a spreader. Literally just put my stuff anywhere. I find a space and it goes.
If there's room, it's in.
Yeah. But yeah, we've got like these are brake servos, ZS 180, front lower arms.
Oh yeah.
For ZS with the large ball joint taper, because all of them come with the small one, but these have got the large one. So you've got ZS 180, ZS full stop front anti-roll bars, hubs, exhausts, 75 ZT.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So they've done really well. These are whisper quiet, and with a 75 or a ZT, 9 times out of 10, what you want is a whisper quiet car.
I guess, yeah, it's that kind of thing, isn't it? Yeah.
And a lot of the back boxes that are out there now, nearly all of them are quite boomy, and sort of the last thing you want
on that kind of luxury kind of baby Bentley.
Yeah,
kind of feel.
Exactly. So these are
remanufactured. These are new.
These are remanufactured, yeah, and yeah, the feedback on those has been really good.
Yeah.
So yeah, really pleased with those.
I do like seeing the old MG Rover stickers on top. That's really pleasing to see.
I know. I every time I see stickers like that, you think, oh god, what's that in there? And then you sort of vaguely start learning part numbers. So SJG, you think, oh, that's a servo. I know that's a servo. But what's it for though?
It's almost a shame to use it when it's been sort of stored so long. But at the same time, though, it keeps the car going. It's a proper bit for the car, designed. It is,
yeah. I mean, it's again stuff like a brake servo. If you can't get a brake servo for your car,
you're not going anywhere. Are you?
You're not going anywhere. You know, you can rebuild cylinders and stuff like that relatively easily, but you know the servos. Just, if you can't get them, but yeah, we've got them back now. We've managed to find those.
Yeah.
What are these? I can't remember what these are. Oh, ZT rear lower arms.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So that's the rear lower arms.
Different to the 75?
No, same as the 75, obviously don't fit V8, but RGG 105211 is the part number on that. Sad that I know that. And they're MG6 lower arms.
This is an interesting thing. Crikey, this is a lot of weight. This is the MG6, but it was based roughly on the 45 or the
75. So they brought, what they did is they took the rear bush, which is the same as the 75, and they designed a lower arm, I think, to be cheaper, hence why it's made out of steel.
Pig iron.
Yeah, instead of aluminium, and they widened the track slightly. So, and then that's what they came up with.
Yeah, it's not light.
No, but then weirdly, the MG6 rear lower arm is. Oh. Really light.
One hand.
Yeah, one hand. Nice light thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a rear spring pan. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's interesting. You are now sort of catering for the MG6, which is very much a forgotten car almost.
It's not really in our wheelhouse, but we get asked so much about MG6.
Yeah.
That you sit there thinking, well, we might as well do something. We have a suppliers network. We can do bits. We don't understand the cars anywhere near as well as we do with the 75 ZT, 45 ZS.
You can work around with it and figure things out.
Yeah. We can do bits for them.
So we have come up to the upper office, which is normally not a storeroom, but today is, where Max lives.
Yes.
And when you ring up, this is Max that you talk to.
Yeah, you're probably very used to hearing my voice. Lots of people don't think I exist. They think I am Matt.
This is
but I'm not Matt.
This is not a Fight Club thing. He is real.
No, I am real, which is going to be a shock to some people, believe me.
You're the MG botherer here. You're the MGF botherer.
Yes, yeah, I like MGFs. That's what's drawn me in here. Or how Scott sort of harvested me is the word I'm going to use. He's over there looking suspicious. And
you've had a great job.
Yes.
Because, well, I guess a lot of the stuff comes here because this is all new old stock items mostly, isn't it? Remanufactured and new old stock.
Yes. So this is old stock from when Rover closed down. It was at Expart for a very, very long time. It went to a dealership right on the border with Scotland, and it was sort of offered up to us, and Scott bravely went and picked all of it up, and I have had the task of cataloguing all of it and putting it into a database.
So you have been through all of these bags,
every single one of
photographing them.
Yeah,
that's a thankless task.
Well, I hope there is some thanks for it at some point, but it's not the easiest job in the world.
No,
it's taken a lot of time.
But it's a lot of things like this. This is the back seat cover for a 75. What's this colour called?
It's deep sea green.
Deep sea green.
Speckle.
Deep sea green speckle. It's basically the same fabric as my 75, but in this amazing kind of turquoisey teal. And I'm absolutely gutted they haven't got front seats as well, because I want to change my car for this now.
It is a shame we don't have full sets for a lot of it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's just odds and ends.
It's what was found, isn't it? So yeah.
It's just what was there. But there is a good number of things there, and the fact is, if there's someone that has that interior,
and
they're going to be ecstatic to find
yeah,
that.
I'll be so happy to find that. I want to do a black 75 with this seat cover in it.
That would work.
That would look so good, wouldn't it?
I mean, you can always try some dyes. You've got something as a starting point there.
Well, this is true. This is true. But you do remanufacturing stuff. I was going to say
we do.
This rather lovely. This is the MG X-Power style leather gear knob that you've had.
Yes. So this is what you get in the ZR and ZS and ZT.
Yep.
They have not been available new for a very long time. They're not completely accurate to the original.
But they're close enough.
But it's close enough. It's a lot better than the other things that are on the market at the moment.
It does feel nice as well.
Yeah, it's really good. They've got some nice weight to them. They are going to be an interesting thing to see how they develop. It's a very new product line.
Yeah.
How long have we been doing it? It's only a few months.
It's only been a couple of months. We've sold a couple of dozen.
They've been going down very well so far.
I can imagine.
We'll see how that develops.
When I got my R50 Mini, the first thing I changed was the gear knob for a factory correct one because it was worn out.
As a fellow R50 Mini owner, I sympathise.
Why are they made of... Hang on. Why are they so scratch prone?
What, has all the lacquer fallen off yours yet?
It was like someone had like sandpaper hands and had done that and the steering wheel and the door handle, and they'd all just been scratched up. Horrible.
My favourite one is we opened the bonnet because I drove it down last week, and there's loads of overspray under the bonnet, because mine is like yours, it's a pre-production one. So mine's got a German VIN as well, despite being a right-hand drive car.
That's interesting. Yeah, there are all kinds of weird things went on.
Yeah, they're bizarre. So it's
my biggest regret is that when I had my bonnet painted on that car, I said to them, don't touch the under bonnet because it wasn't lacquered and it would wash off, and they cleaned under the bonnet and took a lot of paint off.
Yep. Yeah, we've all made errors like that.
Well. But anyway, I was going to say, the remanufacturing, they also do the PG1 gear linkages, which is going straight to
that has been... Take it! No. That has been a really interesting one to do, because they all fall to pieces on all of them. Fortunately, they are not for the F&TF, so
no good for you.
Cable change on those.
Yeah.
But the PG1 cars, that goes on everything from the Maestro
all the way
right
through
to the end.
Yeah.
And they all fall apart and they all go sloppy, as you are well aware.
Oh, very well.
I don't know what your VI's like, but I know your coupe is horrible.
The VI's good, the coupe, it's like stirring porridge, it's horrible. Yeah.
Exactly, and that really brings it together. So we've also got the universal joint,
which I might need to go and get as well, probably.
Yeah, and then the short shifter on top of that, which we have.
Okay.
And that is all in the name of making it not feel horrible anymore, because so many of them are in...
It ruins the car, doesn't it?
It's in such a bad position at this point where they're just not...
Almost undrivable.
Together.
Yeah.
I've had some... I had a 45 that if you had it in third, you just do that with it.
Yeah.
Nothing. We're working on a few other things. My MGF out there, which I'm sure you've walked past, that currently doesn't have a speedometer cable.
Oh.
Because the first 3 years of the MGF,
different?
They're all analog gauges.
Oh,
Whereas it moves digital after that.
So for 3 years, you can't do anything about it, it breaks.
So if your cable breaks, you lose your power steering, your speedo, and your odometer.
Oh,
and there's
goodness.
nothing you can
And
do.
you lose the power steering?
Yeah, because it's run off the speedo drive.
Oh my goodness.
First mass-produced car with electric power steering.
Oh, did not know that.
Yeah, I think the NSX it beat it to it, like pure electric. But in terms of mass production, I think it was the first.
And
I may be wrong.
And no one,
someone will correct me, I'm sure. But it's
no one really remembers the NSX anyway. It was a niche thing that got forgotten in the annals of history.
The V6, nah. But yeah, it's a few things like that we're really trying to do. Lots of things are getting requested. Lots of people calling up asking for things, and we are doing our best.
Yeah. There's only a couple of you.
It is a thankless task, as you said earlier. There are a lot of people that are just like, well, why don't you have this now? And
we're doing what we can, yeah.
It's a 25-year-old car.
Yeah.
There's only so much you can do, but it's getting there.
Oh, that's really cool. The fact you're doing it is amazing. These are original KV6 alternators that were made in the UK or Europe. Japan, okay. Came here.
Denso.
Shipped over to China.
Yeah, they didn't use it and then it came back.
So it's been around the world twice.
Yeah, it has. The air miles on this are quite high. Hang on. Break into it. I'm not as strong as I look. I don't look very strong either.
I don't want to say a word. Do you want a little knife?
Yeah, that's a good idea. I've left all my knives downstairs. That'll do.
Really handy, that little thing.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh, wow. So what car is that for, sorry?
It's only KV6.
Oh, a KV6, sorry,
Original Denso.
Wow, original Land Rover Rover sticker on it. That is a cool thing.
So stuff like that is what we try and find.
Yeah, that is pretty amazing, isn't it? We unearth that kind of thing.
Oh, a handful of those.
Yeah.
What else?
Cool. I've seen other stuff like you've got key rings, Rover key rings and badges and stuff.
Old badges.
It's all new old stock that has come from...
Most of that is, yeah.
Yeah.
Want a beautiful little boot badge for your Rover 111S.
Oh wow, I might have to go and buy one just to get it.
Or a Lotus Elise.
Yeah, possibly.
A couple of old badges. A ZT260 badge.
Oh yeah, cool.
A Rover 420 SDI.
I'm halfway there. Thank you so much for showing me around, and thank you for doing the stuff you do, because without you guys doing this, then our cars wouldn't be runnable. Because there's only a couple of companies that are remanufacturing, selling, stocking all the stuff from these now 20-plus-year-old cars that we love. And without them,
How did that happen?
Such a Rover thing to happen.
Everything's falling over.
Without people like this doing the stuff that they do, our cars wouldn't be drivable. So thank you so much for doing what you do.
Very welcome.
And thank you for showing me around.
No, thank you for coming along.
And I'll probably go and do some shopping before I drive home.
Well, I hope you enjoyed yourself. So
I did.
Thank you very
Great.
much.
Thank you very much indeed.
No worries.
See you later. Goodbye.